what's up with ZEUS? Is this the next PEPE or is it a fraud? I've been sitting on my hands with this one because it certainly has potential, but I just wanted to see how things played itself out. And I want to say up front, next PEPE, no, it's not going to reach that same kind of exposure that PEPE did. That's kind of like a once in a cycle kind of thing. But it is checking off all the boxes, at least in my opinion, that this thing has some actual staying power and has a lot of potential to go high. So with this base case assumption that this is as legit as any meme coin could be, I want to lay out with you my best case and worst case scenarios for what we have moving forward. You can see with ZEUS, we've had this initial run up, and from swing low to swing high, we have a little bit of consolidation here. I have mentioned on this channel my perspective with Ethereum, thinking that Ethereum is going to break out to the upside of this channel that it's currently in. If that's what happens with Ethereum, I would expect the same thing to happen, but more dramatically with ZEUS. Now, when it comes to a worst case scenario, this is what we saw with PEPE in its early days, and you can see a big explosive price and then a chop for a long time before exploding to even higher prices. Now, it could be that what we're seeing with ZEUS is actually like this right here. That looks very familiar. But if this is for some reason a local peak right here, then my mindset over the next couple months is going to be to DCA and accumulate this in anticipation of another PEPE-like move like what we saw in 2023 and 2024. But I don't think a drawdown would be nearly as long as what we saw with PEPE because, I mean, that was in 2023, still in bear market territory. But the reason why I have so much confidence in this short and medium term has to do with just, I'm seeing a lot of the same signs that we see with solid meme coins after they initially launch. For example, we're seeing very similar whale activity with ZEUS that we saw with PEPE. Here's a PEPE whale that owns almost $2 million worth of PEPE, and they have been buying ZEUS in $25,000 clips. Here's another example. This is from Shmoo here, but Dingleberry just aped $20,000 into ZEUS. You may not know who he is, but he's got 9 figures worth of crypto. And they have already secured a Bitmart listing, and they have more tier 1 exchanges coming. And then a big thing I'm paying attention to, this is an Ethereum Memecoin, and it seems like a lot of people are looking for another place to buy meme coins on after that ZEUS hack. And a lot of people have been scared to buy meme coins on the Sui network. So I've seen a lot of Ethereum meme coins start doing pretty well lately, not just ZEUS. So their aim is to get within 10% of PEPE's market cap. PEPE's market cap is currently about $5 billion. If they were 10% today, that would be a $500 million market cap crypto. If and when we see some explosive action in the market, I wouldn't be surprised if this did outperform PEPE by a factor of 10x. And that's why, it's nothing huge, but I do have a bag locked and loaded.